All right. Hi. This is Twisted Granny Tarot. I hope y'all are having a good day today. This is horoscopes for the month. They're not exactly horoscopes. There's a tarot reading uh, done on a horoscope pattern. It means I have a circle. This is your horoscope chart. There's a circle with 12 slices in it, just like it looks. Each one of these slices is named, has a label. One is about your money, one is about your home, one is about your creativity and romance, and so on and so forth. So I lay a card down at each one of these locations, and then we get a little window into what's going on in there. So past, present, and future all turn up in here. But what it does do for the customers and the readers, it exposes a lot of points of conversation because we're covering territory of 12 different subjects. Okay? Alrighty, now, thank you. Now, in addition to let's see, you're a Libra, and you know, this is halfway to Halloween. Did you know that? Because Halloween is in 6 months. It's at 6 months at the end of April, actually, right? Because Halloween is the last day of April. Now, in order to, well, we'll just talk about that. I just noticed here on May 30th in this book called A Year and a Day. Is that what it's called? It's a calendar of situation. Well, how shall I say this? It's a calendar. And the fellow who invented the calendar looked up a pagan holiday for everyone. So this isn't exactly a pagan holiday, but May 2025, on May 30th, it says, Joan of Arc burned at the stake for witchcraft, heresy, and the forbidden arts of magic and divination. Well, we're not doing that right now, but we are talking about, well, it might be. Tarot might be a forbidden art, but back a long time ago. And some people still don't like it, but that's okay, because I do. Okay, so now we're going to use the Morgan Greer deck. Oh, I gotta divide it, don't I? We're going to use the Morgan Greer deck because it's popular, it's easy to understand, and it'll give us good answers because they're easy to read. Okay, first house. Miss Libra and Mr. Libra. Do you have a romantic interest? Because here's somebody who got a little mutual admiration society here. So I hope that's good news for you. It looks good news for me. Second house is your own money. Well, it looks like this is a card of triumph. So your money is able to meet your most pertinent needs. Let's put it that way. This is triumph, so you're getting enough money to stay alive. Okay? Third house is communication. Now, this is a disappointment card, so it may have been that although it's very rare for a Libra to offend a person, that could have happened, or somebody could have offended you, the Libra. And it's a burden to carry. And you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So if you did it, you're feeling bad about it. And if somebody else did it to you, you're still feeling bad about it. Okay? So right now you had a little sticky conversation with a person, I guess. Fourth house. Oh, we got the Page of Swords. Oh, y'all moving? Swords can be, well, it's mostly about intellect and action, conversation, lawsuits, surgery. So this person so do you want to cut your ties with your house and sell it and get another one? Or are you thinking of buying a house, or are you thinking of selling a house? Because this seems like you want to cut it off. You want to end the ownership of that house and try looking for another one. So how bad can that be? Doesn't hurt to look. Fifth house is romance and creativity. Look at this. Who's in this? This is the Pope. Just in case you didn't know. He's in charge of a major institution. In this case, it has to be a major religious institution. And apparently, this card is showing up in your house of romance probably because somebody wants to get married. You want to get married, and you want it to be legal, and you want it to be binding, and you want it to be for the rest of your life, according to this. If that's what you do, if that's what you want, you might be, I guess you're looking for a husband, A, or B, if you live with somebody now, you would like to make the arrangement legal. It's kind of that way that looks. Okay, sixth house of work and health. What is this? Did you leave work? Or are you going to leave work because you want to work at home in a remote capacity rather than go to the office every day? Work and health. So this is you turning your back on some types of work and some types of health care. Maybe you won't. So look, this to me tells me you won't even discuss it. You won't even discuss any health issues that you might have. You just turn away and you walk away from them. Probably, and it could be because this particular illness that you may endure, the doctors might be prescribing medicine and treatments, but they're not doing any good. That could be what's going on here. You're giving up on the doctors, and you're going to abandon because they're not doing you any good. So, guess what? That a lot of people would think that leaves the door open for health food supplements and naturopaths and things like that. And I'm not a doctor, but there's a reason those herbalists exist. Okay, so if you're going to abandon your doctor, just don't tell him. Don't tell him I told you not to tell him. But I've abandoned doctors too. Okay, that's your sixth house of work and health. Oh my God, now look at here now. Look at here now, darling. What's the name on this card? Now, in actuality, it doesn't really mean the fool. What it means is this particular fella has gone out for a walk, but he doesn't have a particular destination in mind. And in the original art, he's about to step off a cliff. So it's more about look before you leap, watch where you step than anything. So if we want to keep you, I don't know, I could be warped, but the first thing I thought of was this. So this is your marriage house. This is your romance and creativity. And you want to get married, according to this. Somebody does, whether it's your chosen companion or yourself. But now, are you sure they're going to be the right mate? Are you sure? If you get along good and you don't hardly ever fight, I'd say that's probably a good indication that you'll be okay. Some people think that a marriage license is a license to cheat, and some people think that just because a person is that when a person gets married, now somebody else owns the rights to that person's activity and her money and all that. So that's why you want to look before you leap, which is a good reason to live with somebody before you get married, I'd say, but I'm not your mother. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eighth house is money from other people. Listen here, kiddo. Are you getting lots of money from other people? Like, is this like your parents are keeping you on the dole? Or do you have a side hustle that keeps you in money? Because this person is happy, happy, happy. And this card is actually, this placeholder is all called money from other people, which means income tax checks, insurance checks, inheritance checks, lawsuit checks, and unearned income like stocks, bonds, that kind of thing. So you're getting, this indicates that you're getting, right? So are you on some kind of a dole where you get royalties from the oil shares that your grandpa left you or something like that? Because this indicates that You're supremely content about that. So excellent. All right. Or about some ways of you getting money from other people. Now, this is for a lot of Libras out there, I know. But there are some of you who are living just like that. Some of you are want to live like that. So anything is possible. Okay. It's ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. According to this, you didn't really ever have much interest in those kinds of things. I don't want to go to school. No. I don't want to. They might want a spiritual life, but they haven't got time for it. They might want to go back to school, but they haven't got the time or the money for it. They're too busy. They might want to. You might want to become a world traveler. And can you afford it? And can you afford it now? Or is the expense? I mean, if you have to bring kids along, it could be a costly venture. So, but right this minute, you're putting it. You're putting the travel, the spiritual, and the uh, education on hold. Now, this is just where you're at. You don't see it, you don't. But if you wanted to change this, easy to change. All you have to do is put your swords down and use your hands to take off the blindfold. And you will see what you're missing by refusing travel or to refuse to go to school. So we're just letting you know that. Okay? Okay, 10th house is career. Oh, Lordy, we got a King of Knight of Pentacles. Why are we having a conflict here? Are you in a conflict? Excuse me, are you in a conflict with your boss about money? Because here's the money. It is the Knight of Pentacles after all. Maybe he's too slow in giving you a raise, because I understand from other readers the Knight of Pentacles is a notorious slowpoke when it comes to achieving goals. Well, when it comes to a card reading like this. So the opposite of that one, 2, 3, is this one. So you do want to leave. You do. You want to leave your job because he's getting to be too much hassle. And this is a 50-50 chance of staying in your own house or selling it. Okay? But you're seriously considering selling it. Now, the career card, now you have to have a job in order to get a loan for a house. Or at least you have to be able to prove income if you're getting all your income from stocks and bonds and those kinds of things. You have to prove cash inflow if you can't pay cash. Okay, so what I'm going to say is you want more money, and so that's why you want to leave. 11th house. 11th house is long-term plans and friends from previous employers. Now, I have no idea how those two came to be coupled together, but that's what happened. And you have a strong, okay, well, I'm going to say this then. Of your previous employers, probably more than one of them would have you back if you wanted to return. I'm probably of the opinion that you might not want to go back unless they meet your requirements. Okay, unless they meet your money requirements. Then long-term plans. And I think you want to have a long-term plan because you don't really like switching jobs. You would like to just have the same job and keep doing that for a long time. Because actually, the more a person works at a particular location, the better they get at their job. Okay, so if you would like to explore other employment opportunities, call all the people that you knew at previous employers. that you have a good relationship with and ask them, are you hiring? And what are you hiring for? Is there space for anybody there like me? Because that is said to be the best way to get a job, because now all of a sudden it has become a referral. Okay? 12. This is a funny card. This is your 12th house. So this is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. So what you think about when you go to sleep at night is stuff that's not, that you entertain yourself with stuff that's probably not going to happen, like winning the lottery, like buying an airplane, like meeting Jason Momoa. You know, that's probably not going to happen, but it's good entertainment up there. However, it's possible that these unrealistic goals or unrealistic ideas keep you awake. Look, concentrate on what you can get to come on your plate, because you can get it. Okay, so this represents the general atmosphere of your life, Mr. and Miss Libra, today, right? And this is the card that we put right there because it has a meaning that when it intersects with these cards. So this is all about long-term planning too. And looky here, we have a guy here, and here's him holding up his, and he's in cahoots with somebody else because here's a new rod with a different hand on it. So this is some kind of a partnership, because sometimes, a lot of times, it takes a partner to get things lifted up and moving and going on down the road. So I'm going to say, if you're not happy with the way you work today, make steps, take little motions, and if your gut feels good, then it's going to be okay. Now, some people, I have to say this, because some people, because of the state of the economy, they might suggest that people do not move at all, move employment. But I'm going to leave that up to you, because if there's a what? If the status of your skills is valuable, then they'll be valuable beyond today and tomorrow and the next day. And you can improve your ability to encourage people to hire you for long term. Okay, because you can. Because here's you, here's your partner, or somebody who's in cahoots with you about getting a long-term plan to stay employed and have fewer kerfuffles with employment. Okay, so here we are. So what you got is a mutual admiration society, right? This is your own money. It's kind of a burden. It might not be enough money to go around. Third house is what? Oh no, sorry. This is your second house of money, and you got some. This is your third house of communication. Sometimes the right words come to your lips, and sometimes anybody's lips, and sometimes even situations occur that aren't easy to explain to where somebody can understand it without getting aggravated. That's the burden here. Okay, fourth house is your home. This is a face card, so I put a modifier on it. So I think you want to sell your house. It's too big, it's too small, it's too this, it's too that. And this is your 50-50. Well, I might sell my house if I can get the right price and the right this and the right that. Okay, fifth house is romance and creativity. What, do you want to get married? Are you sure? There you go. And sixth house is you're walking away. You're walking away from health problems. You're walking away from work. That's what this says, that you really want to walk away. But you got to have something to walk to. Okay? This is your seventh house, marriage partnerships, business partnerships. You might have a mate in mind. But right this second, you're not sure if he's exactly the right one. So it might take more dating, more time together, more events to attend while people have discussions about everyday events. So people can figure out how they're going to accommodate future situations, and peacefully and happily, I hope. Okay, so now we got, oh, money from other people. Somebody giving you a lot of money. Like, is this a granddaddy's money? Because this is a lot of money here. Are you expecting a lot of money? Did you? So it could be an inheritance. It could be unearned income because if you're getting regular stock dividends from that were bequeathed to you by a family member or a friend, then that's where this money could be coming from. Because it looks like a steady diet. That's what this looks like. Like it's been happening for a long time, and he's really happy about it. Or she, whoever that is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Philosophy, religion, higher education. You forgot all about that stuff a long time ago, and you're not ready to pick it up again. But at some point, you will be able to. If you have a house to take care of, and kids to take care of, and cars to take care of, it might not be on your agenda, but at some point, you'll still be able to travel and explore spirituality and improve your, the intellectual variety in your life. Okay? All right, that's not, this is 10th house. This is conflict in your career. So, because this card says it's Pentacles, it's got money, I'm thinking, okay, he doesn't want to pay you what you want to get. That's what the conflict is. Okay, 11th house is long-term plans. So I think you have in your mind a particular idea for a long-term plan. So I hope it works out the way you like. Okay, and this is silly stuff that keeps you awake at night. So you might want to dream about what's actually doable. Okay, and here it is. This is a long-term plan. You're in a place where you're ready to settle down for years, for the next 20 or 30 years. Maybe you don't know that yet, but if you're lucky, that's what it'll be. Okay? All right. Love you. Mean it. This is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. Thank you for coming to see me tonight. I appreciate it. And hey, happy halfway to Halloween.